Alright. I should be back. Ah! Hello. Like I said, I was gonna be right back. You know, just disappear for a little bit. Welcome back. I know. Hello, everybody. Everybody's on time today. I'm glad. Well, let's play some chess games and then we're gonna do a lesson, okay? I think I want to do this as my routine. Just play some chess games with everybody. See how y'all feeling. Y'all can ask me any questions during the chess game. Things of that nature. Southern Chess Spirit is up in here. H1, if you see this, you're up in here. Dude, I'm proud of all of y'all. Y'all are all on time. I think we need to do something, right? They don't even want to fight. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. How's everybody doing? What y'all been up to? On time. We are early like you. Hey, Black Savant. Hello, how you doing? Okay, let's see how this game is gonna go. Got perfect rooks. Good knight. Should be good for us, right? That's a good move.
Scarebeast 2 just followed. Scarebeast 2 followed your channel.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's see what we could do about this position. We gotta... I want to keep the C file. Interesting. I don't know what they're doing. Is this just gonna be a draw? Hopefully not. I guess they could put the knight back right there. If I do that, they got a fork. So I have to put it back on the 7th rank if they do that. I could take... There's nothing here. I thought I had a pawn, but I don't. Is it just gonna be a draw? Okay. Do I gotta... Let's do that check. Let's do that check first. Interesting position. I did the... Oh, crap. I did the check first because maybe I can, like, get the H-pawn rocking and rolling. I don't know. All right. Okay. Yeah, that was probably not the best move. Let's do that. Pass pawn? Weirdly enough. One of the weirdest pass pawns I have ever seen. But we're going to push it, just like any other pass pawn. We are going to push it. All right. Kind of lost your chance on doing that. Okay. Oh, okay. I gotta go fast now. Oh. Protecting the pawn. There we go. Good game. Hey! Woohoo! Let's win! Let's go! Hello everybody, how you doing? Little Feline, Chess with Vanuka is up in here. We will still be doing a lesson. I just thought maybe it'd be like a fresher air if I just started out playing chess to begin with. What is this, H1 only a few minutes late? Impossible! Are you going to be playing viewers? And if so, in how long? It's usually at the end of the lesson that I be playing viewers. Dude, okay, so there's two things to talk about. Actually, there's a lot of things. First of all, there's the Norway chess tournament that just happened here. And secondly, there's the Hans Niemann versus Dubov games. Have anybody seen either of those? Have anybody seen either of those? Because those games is actually pretty exciting. I will say. Those games are pretty exciting. I wonder. Anyway, let's just play some more chess. I was screaming push the pawn and learning every time you didn't. What? Another chess lesson? Yes, we will be doing another chess lesson. Like we've been doing. Hello H1, how are you? I'm doing pretty good, Just playing some chess in the rated arena. You know, just trying to get my bearings. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. Attack that, push that. Interesting. I think we can take. H1, I got a question for you. What's the question? What's the question? I think I can. Just gonna put the bishop right here, right? All right. Maybe I can castle kingside, put the rook to c8. Okay. Does that got a goal or a purpose? I don't think it really does. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Let's just hit them with this. Hit them with this and attack the rook, and then put the bishop back to b4, and that should be GG's, right? Unless they think about something else creative. GG's? No? Oh, not GG's yet. Interesting. Almost GG's. Okay, this is gonna take a little bit more work. I thought I had a piece. How are we doing this? Wow. Okay. I guess. Oh, I could have just taken. Whatever. Got the two knights. What are the two knights doing? Remember. All right. We need to reorganize my pieces. I don't know how to reorganize my pieces in this position. It's actually really weird. No, I can't do that ever. I don't know. Let's just move the pieces around and figure out what my opponent wants to do. But we still gotta... Oh, okay. That's unique, but don't I... Okay. I can get this spot now. I got some entry squares. They got some entry squares too. Okay. I wonder, did I just trap my knight? But it's only it's only like one way to find out. Yeah. I think I'm not playing fast enough for Blitz yet. Take. Push. Not playing fast enough. Okay, got a pawn. At least we got a goal now. Okay. There we go. There we go. Good game. Those knights are pretty fancy. Nice one. Should trade. Oh, okay. What's up, Sherlock? How you doing? Grob theory is F3. You're welcome. What the heck are y'all talking about? I heard the Grob. Nobody's playing the Grob. We're not doing a lesson on the Grob today. Like, we're not doing a lesson on the Grob today. All right? Now just, you know what I mean? I understand that's what y'all want. And I get that. But like that's not possible. The Grob is a bad opening. I'm not trying to teach bad openings. There we go. Got this one, got this one. There we go. I'm not trying to teach bad openings. I do gotta find a game for y'all right quick. So tomorrow? No, not tomorrow, not ever. Why would I go over a game that begun with a grab? You can teach us how to recover from the grab position. Teach you how to recover? What do you mean? I don't want to teach y'all how to recover from the grab positions. I just hit 400. Hey, let's go. Shout out to you for hitting 400. All right, we will be doing a chess lesson. So I already got a game in mind. I just have to pull it up. I will be playing maybe like 2 more Blitz games. Just say even grandmasters make mistakes. What is the grandmaster doing? Trolling in that whole entire game? Oh my, what is going on here? Okay, maybe not that game right now. Maybe that game might be a little bit too difficult for y'all. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that's an interesting game. Yeah, we're definitely going over that one. All right, let's play some more chess. Just say even grandmasters make... No. Can we do the fried liver? No. I don't study the fried liver. I'm a D4 player. My E4 openings are very boring, so I don't be playing E4. Okay. Let's actually... I almost lost that last game, so let's actually, you know, go at the speed of my opponent. I think I can... I was supposed to do this. Okay. Go here. I think I might be losing here, but I don't know exactly yet. Maybe that stuff works. Okay. My king is going to be out in the center. Is that the goal? We can't see the game. Oh, snap. You cannot see the game.
Game not on screen.
My bad. The game is on screen now. The game is on screen now. The game is on screen now. Okay. All right. I want to do B5 and take this knight. King is in the center. I'm thinking the king is where it belongs, because isn't this like an end game? Sort of, kind of. Okay, which rook to put over there? Let's do this rook. Okay, how do I want to do this? Okay, let's put this bishop right here. I want to open up the king side. I don't know why. I didn't have to push twice. Just an overly aggressive move for no reason. Oh, snap. Why am I down 30 seconds? Didn't I say I need to be up on time? Okay. There's no tactics. Interesting game. I don't know what I'm doing here. Another rook end game. I don't like playing these rook end games because I feel like either one of us can make a mistake very quickly. I think they just forced me to take the rook, right? What the I gotta go for it. I gotta take the pawn. What do they want to do here? Okay. Oh my goodness, why did I do that? Ugh. Oh my goodness. And I'm losing on time. Yeah. I don't know. Are they going to bring their king back? What are they doing? Either push to h pawn or let me go to king c6. I wonder. Oh my goodness. Come on. Why did I? I can't believe I did that. I don't have time to think though. I don't got time to think. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't have time to think. That was on me on bad time management. Yeah, by them moving back. Was not the right move. Moving in was not the right move. It's actually just moving to king c6. But that happens. Today I made a V6 engine with Legos and motor, and I took out a fan. You took out a fan? Yo, H1, our YouTube General Zod. What? That is not a sentence. Is this a chess lesson or a chess game? Well, this was a chess game. I decided to play some chess to begin with, to get everybody in the mood to learn some chess. Get everybody in the mood. Hopefully it's working. All right, let's play one more, then we're going to get into the chess lesson. Let's play one more. Oh, snap, we got a 2100 within our midst. Oh. Okay, let's actually stay on the speed of our opponent. Because we lost those few games because we wasn't exactly going the right amount of speed. Okay, nothing's really going on right now. Okay. Are they really gonna do that? I don't know if they're really gonna fee and kettle the bishop at all. Is that move a little bit excessive? Yeah, that move's a little bit excessive, but why not? That move was just a tad bit excessive. Okay. Guess I can take, then put the knight right here. Attack this pawn. Threaded some crap. Push that H pawn. I need to figure out a way to get my piece back in there. Might be getting a little bit of trouble here. Let me be careful. Not that my king isn't already out in the open, but... I don't like my position anymore. No! Threatening stuff. Do I take pawn? Yeah, let's be greedy. Let's put the rook up there. All right. This game is going crazy. This Hector's hanging on. Hang on in there, Hector. I know I could have pushed that pawn up and got the fork a long time ago, but oh, I could just get the fork now. Is the fork important? Let's do this. Oh no! I got checkmated. Good game. Good game. That was interesting though, especially with that G4 move. I'm pretty sure that was not the best plan, but I felt like I was comfortable right here in this position. I just didn't have the right move to carry on the attack. GG! Today I made a... Thank you, Vega Bond. I appreciate it.
Bond underscore 618 just
queen.
followed.
Is kind of trapped. Yeah, the queen was definitely off sides. I definitely needed the queen over here on h3 instead of over here on a3, but I was trying to... So the reason why I put the queen on a3, and he kind of caught on to that, that's why he needs to get his rating up, is that if he ever put his queen on f4, I had queen to e7, and that's kind of my mission of why I put the queen on a3, but it kind of became hopeless after a while. Yeah, maybe not h5 there. I probably should have tried to get my other piece into the attack. Prepared for c5 by doing maybe, let's see, what's the move to prepare for c5? I'm not saying that this isn't already bad, but maybe like c4. Yeah, c4 would have been good. No, not that series of moves. Let me see. c4, maybe to get the queen over to g3. That would have been like something like this would have been great. I would have had a lot of tactics, a lot of potential chances to get my opponent, and then h3 would have been more powerful with my queen over here. I don't know. Does the computer agree with me, or do they think something else? Ah, they agree with me. c4, let's go. Or rook a to d1. That's the ordinary move. But hey, you know what? I'll take that. Big ups. I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello, what's up? Livey. How you doing? Okay, what else? What other mistake did I do here? Well, definitely getting checkmated was a mistake. Maybe just in case I should have brought the queen to protect the king. Maybe just in case. But I felt like, even right here, I feel like I had something more. When the knight goes to c7, I should have predicted that they wanted to go to d5 and did c4 instead. Like, moves like that is how you win games. It's just like in-between moves. Yeah, I should have thought about what I wanted to do, and I had knight to d7 there too. That is true. I was just being a little bit too greedy. No, maybe I did it though, because my king is so weak where this fork really doesn't even matter. Even if they probably have a perpetual somewhere. Nope, actually maybe they don't. I don't know. Very awesome game by the opponent. I appreciate it. All right, let's get started. Let's get started with the lesson. I appreciate that game. Donate all your channel points to me. I know y'all lost all your channel points. You should have never lost it. You should have never lost all your channel points, man. What are you gonna do now? What are you going to do now since you lost all your channel points? Oh, do I still got that up? Oh my goodness. There goes the push-ups. I was waiting on them too. I'm glad that you set up the push-ups now instead of during my lesson. Instead of during my lesson. Let's get the push-ups done. And there's an annoying fly in here that's about to bug the crap out of me. Let's get it.
Bell just raided with 27 views.
Rihanna Bell. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I see you. Thank you. Hey, hey, hey. Give her a shout out like always. Yes, sir. Thank you for being here.
Rhiannon_Bell followed your channel.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. It's time to teach. It's time to teach some chess. So y'all know how it is. I gotta get TikTok up before I get into it. Half asleep, one at bullet. Hey, let's go. That's what you're supposed to do. Win at bullet, half asleep. Half asleep, winning at bullet. That's the goal. Where's my phone at? There's my phone. Flies are a nuisance to society. Woo! There's two of them. Oh my goodness, there's two of them. There's two of them! Alright, I know what to do. I'm sorry that I have to do this. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, wanna play with me? You think this is funny? You think this is a game? Oh crap. Is the camera still going? Oh, All right. I think the camera's not going anymore. Oh, the camera's still going. Okay, cool. Maybe if H1 learned how to win. Hey, yo! Pata Gamer! Aren't you a mod? Chill! You're supposed to be a mod. Alright. So today, I got a game for you. Today, we'll be going over a Karpov game against Wolfgang. The guy's name is actually Wolfgang, so don't say that I'm just making up stuff. Nah, the guy's name is actually Wolfgang, okay? It is what it is, and let's just move on. Let's just keep on moving forward. Like Meet the Robinsons. Okay, once I get TikTok up, then we can get started. How do you even gamble your channel points away? Yeah, we do. On this channel, we do predictions. And with the predictions, it's a cost. Now, it's not my fault that they did that. They was in full control themselves, all right? They was in full control themselves. Patzer bet on H1. Never bet on H1. No, that is not what you're supposed to get from. That's not what you're supposed to get from the stream, okay? Okay, here we go. Here we go. So today we have a game. Today's game we will be going over. Is everything good on the other screens? Okay, today's game we'll be going over Karpov versus Wolfgang. Now, just like always, whoever guesses the best move, you will get a shout out by me, truly H1. I'll be giving some advice. This lesson will be for beginners, and so let's get started with this chess journey, okay? Because I want to help y'all out as much as possible. So, what do you think is the first move that white played here in this position? What do you think? We're the white pieces. We're trying to figure out exactly how to defeat our opponent. And we're Karpov, so we're one of the best grandmasters in the world. One of them. Does said D4. Okay. Not exactly D. We didn't start out with D4. You know, the London system wasn't as prevalent back then as it is right now. So we didn't start off with D4. Knight to F3. Yeah, Pastor Gamer, G4. No, we're not doing G4. We're not doing G4. Scooby, you're correct. So the next move that we have here is E4, E5, and then what? What do we play after E4, E5? What is the most popular second move that you could play after E5? What do you think? We are the white pieces. We're trying to figure out the best moves in this Grandmaster game for Anatoly Karpov. Let's play like Anatoly Karpov. Knight G3. The knight cannot go to G3 at all. That's not how a knight moves. It moves in like an L shape, so it moves like 2 squares up and then 1 square to the left, like a capital L shape. So what else? I need some engagement. I need some comments. What y'all got? What y'all got for me? Connor. Okay, there you go. Big brother, you're correct too. Knight to F3 is the next move here, attacking his pawn on E5. So after knight to F3, knight to C6, and then how do we get into the Ruy Lopez?
H1 move the chat off the board, and to fix the left side of the board cause it is cut off a bit.
It's cut off a bit. it's good now. Yeah, it's good now. Should be good now. Oh my goodness. Okay, cool. Just fixed it. Thank you. Anyway, after knight to c6, how do we get into the Ruy Lopez in chess? How do we do that? Do the King's Gambit. We are going over Anatoly Karpov game, and we cannot do the King's Gambit anymore since they did the move knight to f3. So what do we do next here? Eagles, you're correct. So bishop to b5 is the next move. After bishop to b5, a6, attacking the bishop on b5, and then what else? What variation do you think Karpov went into? Which variation? There's several, right? Because we can take the knight, we can go to c4, we can go to a4. Which one? Which one? Because we don't want the bishop to be captured at all. And so, Jesse, you are correct. We do this move bishop to a4. After bishop to a4, knight to f6. What is the next move that Anatoly Karpov did here? This grandmaster, okay? What is the next move? And if you guess the next move right, you will get a shout out by me, and that's usually how these go. And make sure that you're liking the stream if you're already here. Make sure that you are subscribing, following, and you will get a shout out for that too. Mal. You're correct. We're gonna castle, and Will, thank you for the follow. We're gonna castle kingside with the white pieces. After castle kingside, bishop to e7, and then what else? What else do we play? Do anybody know this variation? Does anybody in the chat play the Ruy Lopez at all? Just let me know. Franco, you're correct. Yeah. So if you play the Ruy Lopez, you know that playing the move rook to e1 is very important to protect that pawn on e4 now. So after rook to e1, b5, only safe square to go to, bishop to b3, and then we have this next move, d6. After d6, what else? What's the main kind of pawn break that we usually set up for with the white pieces? What do you think? No Limits, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Billy, thank you for the follow. XX, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I think that's everybody. And shout out to Chess Neo, reaching 1200 and Bullet. Shout out to you. Not knight to c3. Who? Too honest. Yes, you are correct. The move c3, preparing for eventually doing the move d4, is usually the premise of the Ruy Lopez. And then keeping this bishop along this a2 to g8 diagonal, so that when they castle, which they do, our bishop is x-raying their king on the g8 square, just in case if we get some attack in on the king side. Now, I'm gonna give y'all 15 to 30 seconds to guess this next move, but I'll give you a tip like halfway in. What do you think white played next here? And this next move is a little bit prophylactic. D3, knight g5. Knight g5, no, we don't want to just move in with one piece. If we're gonna push with all of our pieces. It's kind of like playing Marvel Rivals. You know what I mean? Like, what happens when one character pushes without the others? What happens? Like that character gets KO'd. They're done, and then they have to restart again. Chess is pretty much the exact same way. Wayul, Green, and Orenthal. Yep, you are all correct. H3. Why is that move important? To stop bishop from going to the g4 square, which now black was like, okay, well, I'm going to expand on the queen side. And that's why they do this. They did this move knight to a5, attacking our bishop on b3. Do we give our bishop away? What do we do next? That knight is attacking our bishop on b3. That's our favorite bishop in the Ruy Lopez. That's our sniper in the game of chess. To Gifted Baby. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. The next move is to flip the table and shake hands. No, Snorlax. We never flip the table, and you probably shouldn't shake hands after flipping the table. Groot equals pawn wall. Yeah, exactly. Just think about this as Marvel Rivals. I know half of y'all be playing that game. Nico, you are correct. So we have this next move, bishop to c2 here. Bishop to c2, keep that bishop safe. This is all still theory. We're 10 moves in, and then they usually expand on the queen side with this move c5. After c5, what do we do now? Because they're taking too much control of the center without us doing anything about it. And we do have these pieces right here that needs to be developed some sort of way within the Ruy Lopez. This is a very strategic type of opening, type of game that we will be seeing, and you're gonna exactly see why in the next few moves. You moving too fast? What do you mean I'm moving too fast? Pork chop, you're correct. D4. D4, because we want to develop this bishop, we want to develop this knight, and we want to control the center. Pawn break in the center too, and now these captures and trades can happen. After D4, queen to C7, and then what is played next here with the white pieces. Big brother, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. We're trying to figure out the best moves for white at this present moment. What do you think white should be doing next? What do you think white should be doing next here in this position? And this maneuver is a pretty common maneuver in this opening. B4, okay, B4 would be attacking the knight on A5, and we would have to get ready for this capture with C takes on B4. But let's figure out something else. A4, D5. We usually don't want to lock up the position with D5. Not yet exactly. We want to keep the tension as much as possible and develop our pieces. So how can we do that? Bishop to G5, B4. None of those moves. None of those moves. It's this really silly, it looks silly, but at the same time, it looks like an expert move, knight maneuver that we're going to be doing here. Knight to A3. Okay, we're almost there. We realize that we need to get this knight developed, but maybe A3 isn't the best spot for that knight to be developed. Connor, you are correct. Venti, you are correct. Who else? Who else is in there? Bird chess. Yep. Knight B to D2. Knight B to D2. And then after knight to C6, what do we do now? Alright, so we did knight B to D2 at this present moment. They went back to knight to C6 voluntarily. And usually, just to mention, in the Ruy Lopez, we do this maneuver knight to F1, knight to G3, knight to E3, and eventually get one of our knights to the F5 square. It's not very advantageous now since the bishop is along this diagonal. The knight went back to C6 to put more pressure on our D4 pawn. So they are presently decided to capture this pawn on D4. They're putting more pressure on this pawn on D4. What do we do about that? What did they do here? Duh, you are correct. So now, this is a variation in the Ruy Lopez. They did D5 once the knight is on C6 to threaten a piece. And so after D5, knight to D8, and then what other pawn breaks do we have in this Ruy Lopez position? Clasping quietly. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Danilo, thank you for the follow. What other pawn breaks do we have in this position? How can we tear up this pawn structure on the queen side? Because it does look somewhat menacing. It does look somewhat menacing. Oh, okay, there we go. Yippee. Yippee, that's all that y'all got? C4, I see a lot of people saying C4, that is not the correct move. C4 is not the correct move. He actually decided to do what Context Compass said, and what, I don't know how to say your name, XY said. A4, A4 attacking this B pawn and threatening to literally take a free pawn. Because A takes on B5, the A pawn is pinned, and so they cannot capture back because we would capture their rook on A8. What are they going to do about that? Well, they decided to do rook to B8. And just to let everybody know, this is still opening theory commonly known. And we're 14 moves in. So after A4, rook to B8, how do we continue on with this game? Desperado. B4 is interesting. Y'all just want to have an explosive game. I get that. What's up, Bob? How you doing? B4 is very interesting, I will say. Harold, B4 is very interesting. Not B3. C4, not C4. Alright, not those moves. He decided to go a different direction. And somebody already actually said it. Brennan, You are correct. A takes on b5 was the move that was played here. A takes on b5. Oh, somebody's trying to co-host. A takes on b5. A takes on b5. And now we got the open A file here in this position. We got the open A file. What do we do with this open A file? What do we do? And then plus, what's going on in this position? All the minor pieces is still on the board. The rooks are still on the board. The queen is still on the board. The only pawns that was traded was the A pawn. What's going on here? B3, we push maybe? Nah, we don't say the word maybe. Either we push or we don't. We don't say the word maybe. You got to be confident about the moves that you want to play in the game of chess. Hera, thank you for the follow. Thank you for sharing the live too. And we only got 1K likes on TikTok. That is unacceptable. We need more. Keep on going with the likes, man. Keep on going. And then on YouTube, make sure that we're trying to get the likes up there too. I'm looking at that chat, just trying to get some moves in. E2 is crazy. That's not the move. I'm putting my pawn to G3. Okay, I'm going to give y'all about 15 to 30 more seconds. Bishop D3. Goalie, follow. What game is this? This
Goalie
is the
underscore Mick 35 just followed your channel.
A Wolfgang Unzicker? I don't know how to say that guy's last name. G4 is undoubtedly crazy. James, you are correct. We have this next move, B4. B4, best move in the position. Stopping this rook, just basically punting that rook on the B file and forcing them to either push or maybe take, or maybe just keep the piece right there and hope for the best and do something better. Which Black decided to do this move, knight to B7. After knight to B7, what do we play now? Because it seems like everything is solidified on the queen side. We got the A file, so that's good for us. Black's pieces seemed a little bit cramped. They do have the option to capture and to open up the C file, but let's make our pieces better. How do we organize this crap right here? How do we organize this? What's the best way to do that? Knight to B3, okay.
Bitver
That's some good
77
ideas.
followed your channel.
Just followed.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. How do we organize this crap right here? And you gotta think of your pieces like this because you gotta clarify what you need to
TV
improve.
followed your
If you
channel.
don't figure out the problem, then you don't know what to improve. So identify the piece that's not doing their job and improve the piece. Knight to H2. Well, that knight is actually doing something on F3, right? So putting that back isn't going to help. Oh, somebody just said it. Easy does it. You're correct. Knight to F1. And yes, we will be doing these slow maneuvering moves a lot in this game. And y'all going to have to catch them. You're going to have to catch them all. Knight to F1. Bishop to D7. And then what do we have next here? What do you think? And the purpose, like I said before, the purpose of knight to F1 is to get to knight to either G3 or E3 and maybe hit this F5 square in the future. And plus, this knight on F1 is a good defender just in case if we get attacked on the king side. What do we play next here in this position? VN, you are correct. So we got this next move, bishop to E3, putting pressure on this pawn on C5, or if they ever capture, or if they want to put the knight on C, the bishop on E3 is perfect there. After bishop to E3, rook to A8, because they don't want us to have control of the A file for long. And now the rooks are staring at each other. Usually if the rooks are staring at each other, if we take, they take the A file, we can't put our queen on the A file, and they're gonna win with just the control of the A file. So if you have a position like this, you might as well just keep the rooks right there. They're not gonna capture each other. We gotta figure out something better. Queen E2, rook takes on A8. Nick, you are correct. Queen to D2. Queen to D2. Rook F to C8. And everybody's just improving the pieces as much as possible. I'm going to give you 15 to 30 seconds to figure this next move out. If you do, good job. If you don't, It's okay. They're just maneuvering pieces. They're just trying to figure out what's going on. Well, since the rooks are looking like romantic comedy characters at each other, king h2, knight to h2. Yeah, we could potentially do knight to h2, knight to g4. That is true. Potentially in the future. Not right now. And we could potentially do moves like g4, knight to g3. With the knight on f1, we have a whole bunch of maneuvers that we could do on the king side. Knight to g3, not knight to g3, not right now. I don't know why they're holding that comment, Jared, but what's up, man? How you doing? Bishop c4. Y'all got about 10 more seconds to figure out this next move. Dustin, I don't know how you figured this out, but hey, you got it. Bishop to d3 is the next move because that bishop needs to be doing something too. That bishop on c2 is just aiming at this pawn on e4. It's protecting the pawn, so it's doing a crucial role. But he decided to put the bishop to d3, and we're going to figure out why in the future. g6, and then now what? After bishop to d3, putting pressure on this pawn on b5. So now this bishop can't like sacrifice on h3 without dropping this pawn. Or it's trying to maybe provoke the move c4 in this position. I don't know. Let's figure out exactly how we're going to make our pieces better. It's almost unraveled. Our pieces are looking better than they was a few moves ago. So what do we do? f3 to g5? f3 to g5? No, not right there because they could just push us back, right? Like, are you intending on doing knight to g5, knight takes on f7? If we're just going to be pushed back, maybe provoking a weakness, I don't know. I don't know what's after that. The romantic tension between the two rooks is immeasurable. I know, right? They're just staring each other down, looking into each other's souls, into each other's eyes, and then saying to one another, "Hey, it's your turn to hang up." Isn't that what y'all be doing when you get your first significant other? Nah, you hang up. Nah, you hang up. It's like, bro, one of y'all gotta hang up so y'all can get some sleep and be productive to the society. Now, let's get back to this game right quick. After bishop to d3, y'all said this move before. It's knight to h3. I mean, not knight to h3, but knight to g3. I'm being like y'all now. Sometimes I don't say the right squares. Knight to g3. Bishop to f8. And then now what? Now what? Jesus love y'all. I'm thankful. For real. Why? Yeah. Knight to g3 now, and you're gonna see why. You're gonna see why in the future. I can't say it right now because it's going to happen. Bishop to f8 goes back, and then we have this weird move. We have this weird move. He's putting pressure on the king side, but at the same time keeping the pressure on the queen side. He's attacking both sides. I don't know which side y'all would rather, the white side or the black side, but you know. It's very subjective, but they're both doing their best. Bishop h6, bishop 8. So y'all want to do bishop h6 and start trying to attack on the king side. Okay, I respect that. That's not the move that he played though. H1, you should play Clash Royale. I have played Clash Royale before. I just suck at the game. Bishop g5, not bishop g5 here, not bishop h6. It's another move that was played here. I'm gonna give y'all 30 more seconds to figure it out. And thank you for all the likes, thank you for all the follows too. This guy plays a long game and I already see checkmate with bishop and knight and 5. Wow, dang, you're a grandmaster then. Hey, let's go, bro. Shoot, you should be able to figure out these next moves easily then. h4, dang, this is not new chess where we're gonna do h4, h5 could be a potential chance of us attacking on the king side. I'm glad you're seeing that now. So white in this position, they did rook a2. Rook a2. To double on the a file. Because now if rook takes on a2, queen takes on a2, we got the a file. So you gotta win, you gotta gain those little advantages because those little advantages turn into big ones and then we can finally have a tactical blow because remember, strategy leads to tactics. Strategy leads to tactics. After this move c4, attacking the bishop on d3, they're trying to scare us. So what do we do now? Hey, so most people would ask for a shout out, but personally, I feel like you need a shout out instead, for real. Also, opinion unrelated on the Amar opening. Amar opening. I forgot how that opening started out. I know I did a video on it, but thank you, man. I do appreciate that. Lush. Bishop to h6. We can't do bishop to h6 now. They're attacking our bishop. What do you mean? C4 pawn is attacking our bishop on d3. We can't do that now. And there's a no name in the chat. Hey, I see you. You don't have a visible name, and so I can't do nothing with that. But the move bishop to b1 was made here. Bishop to b1. After bishop to b1, queen to d8. They're still organizing the pieces around. What do we play next? And this next move is a little bit tricky, and I'm going to explain why this next move is important in 30 seconds. Sean Lee, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Task Experts, what's up? How you doing? Won't the queen be exposed after the trade? Won't the queen be exposed after what trade? Oh, you mean like rook takes... What? Oh, rook takes on a2. So queen d8 actually did form that right now, because after rook takes on a2, queen takes on a2, they can finally do rook to a8, and then the queen would be exposed. That is true. So that's like the threat behind queen to d8. So they're forming threats. They're not just moving pieces around randomly. What do we do about that threat? Because we can't allow them to take control of the A file. Patzer Gamer and Jared. Okay, I see y'all. So that's why he did this move, bishop to a7. Bishop to a7 to avoid all the trades completely. I know, very creative on avoiding their rook to have control over the A file. After bishop to a7, the knight goes to e8, and their pieces aren't really going forward for real. Like it's becoming very weird because all their pieces is on the 7th rank and 8th rank, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's like kind of already losing. But white is going to have to form some type of plan to keep on moving forward, because we don't really have a clear entry within their camp behind the 5th rank. So after bishop to a7, blocking this plan of their rook controlling the A file, what do we do next? What do we do next? Queen d4, holding away. Sean, thank you for sharing the live, man. I appreciate it. Queen e3, interesting. So since we have the bishop on a7, let's get back to our original plan of wanting to double up on the A file. Trying to get our Alekin gun. Isn't that what they call it nowadays? The Alekin gun. How do we do that? H5 looks good right now. H4, H5. I know it does look good just to attack on all fronts. But let's settle the queen side first before we attack on the king side. Dr. He. And who else said it? Only Canada? Bro, what the heck? Grenice? Yeah. Bishop to c2 was played. And then after knight to c7, what do we do now? What is the next goal? Everybody should be spamming this next move, because I just set the plan, and now it's time for y'all to finish up the plan. Bishop c2 following up with rook to a. Yeah, dude guy, he got it. Yeah, stack the rooks. Rook e to a1. Rook e to a1. Queen to e7. It's a lot of maneuvering going on. Just bear with me. We're gonna get through it. Bishop to b1. Bishop to e8. Knight to e2. Knight to d8. And then what does white play next here? What's going to be the next plan? The knight went to e2 for a reason. The bishop went to b1 for a reason, to keep protection of this a2 rook. Everything is going to fly off the rails in a minute. We're squeezing the opponent. This is a more strategic game than a tactical one. These are the games that you should be learning from, actually. What are these black moves, though? Why is he retreating? What is there else for him to do? What, would you do F5 in his position? Would you do F5? The only pawn break that he has in the position is F5. So he's preparing for that, or just waiting on white's plan. Some grandmasters actually do fight for a draw too. I think that's something that everybody needs to keep in mind. So what is the next move for white? Well, I said that before. 3 moves came. Bishop G, Queen G5. Queen G5 trading off queens? No! We don't want an automatic draw. Not yet, at least. I'm not going to tell y'all if that is a move, but no. No Queen G5 right now. No Bishop E6. Queen to Z10. Come on, Clips. Come on, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? Z10 is crazy. And if you're just not joining, we're trying to figure out the best moves for the white pieces here. And white went knight to H2. Knight to H2, best move. Bishop to G7. Finally, Fianchetto to win that bishop. And then, what do we have? It's time to go forward. It's time to push our pawns. It's time to do our final pawn break in the position. What is that? Because this is stable, the C file and B file, there's nothing going on there. There's nothing going on the D file. And yeah, all we got is the king side here. Yeah, everybody got it. Everybody's guessing it. Okay, good job, good job. Okay, calm down, calm down. It's F4. Who said F3? The only person that said F3. I'm just kidding. But it is the move F4. F4 here to open up the position and to take advantage of these like awkward knights here. How are they supposed to move forward in the position now? Like the pawn is kind of taking care of both of these knights. And this knight can't go to B7 because of our pawns. After F4, they did F6 because they don't want to fight anymore. They just want to draw. But that is not the case here. And there's one other advantage that we are trying to get in this position, and that is a space advantage. So we got both of the rooks on the A file. We're attacking on the king side now. Let's form our threat. Vicky, you are correct. We have this next move, F5. And then they play the move G5 here. And now after G5, what do we play next? What do y'all think? And y'all, this next move is gonna make no sense, but just bear with me. Y'all got it. F5, G5, everything looks closed. Like, what the heck? What are we doing in this position? But what you do not know is that white is already winning. White is winning because of the advantage that we have on the A file, and the more advantageous pieces that we got, and the more space that we have on the king side. We're already winning. We just need to figure out a way to make it into a point. How do we do that? G3, E6, King H1. King H1 is wild. Come on now. King H1 is wild. G3. Not any of those moves. So we're doing this move Bishop to C2 again. Bishop C2. Bishop F7 because they have nothing to do, literally, and maybe they want to do some type of sacrifice on D5. We just need to keep that in mind. And then we play this move, which is what? Jared, you're correct. Knight to G3 again. Knight to G3. Making sure, okay, well, you know, I'll let him explain. After knight to G3, knight B7. These knights can't go anywhere. They're going to be in zigzag pretty soon. Knight B7. And then we have what move next? How do we just keep on putting pieces on the king side? We put the knight to G3 for a reason. We're trying to penetrate certain squares on the king side. Make them commit to certain moves. How do we do that? Only Child, thank you for the follow. Richard, thank you for the follow. Knight to h4, that's impossible. Knight to h5, that's impossible right now, but maybe in the future we might want to do knight to h5. Okay, we need to control the king side. The zugzwang in the middle game is really hard to do. But, I mean, shoot, we got a few immortal games where they got zugzwang in the middle game. Eagles! You are correct. Ah, man. Okay, B, you're correct too. Bishop to D1. That's why we did the move bishop to C2 to do bishop to D1 to control this only diagonal that we got, because we're basically controlling the whole game. We got the queen side tied up. We got the king side down pat. I mean, the rook on A8 is not even a rook anymore. It's basically a pawn. Like, what else are we doing here in this position? After bishop to D1, they played the move H6. And then what? And for everybody that's looking on the queen side, we're not playing on the queen side anymore. All we're doing is playing on the king side. We're trying to get something going on the king side. Zico, thank you for the follow. What is that? A koala bear? Thank you for the follow. My brain works sometimes. Snap gamer. Theo, you're correct. Not exactly. Wrong piece. Jared, you're correct. Luis, wrong piece. But they went bishop to h5. Bishop to h5 because guess what? Piece is better in the end game. The knight. So yes, I'm going to trade off my bishop for your bishop. And this bishop is not exactly even a bishop anymore. This is their best bishop, even though it's bad right now, still technically. But technically, this is their best bishop because the pawns is on the opposite color squares of that bishop. We move on. Queen to e8. And now what? Because they want to capture this bishop twice. Or at least they want us to capture their bishop on f7, queen takes on f7, and then we can't put our knight to h5. How can we solidify that square on h5 at least? Queen e2 is really close to the move that he played. Queen e2 is very close. Quick question. How I would get better at chess. Learn something new every day, and you being here is really good because you could just learn from previous grandmasters in the past. Yeah, everybody's saying it now. Queen d1 was the move that was played instead of queen to e2. Just to remember, we need to keep tabs on this pawn because sometimes grandmasters are really good at doing these strategic sacrifices. And so, yes, we need to keep tabs on that pawn on d5. Knight to d8. What happens here? What happens next? Actually, we're just gonna. They did rook to a3. They did rook to a3. I'm not gonna let y'all guess that. Rook to a3, king f8, and then they played this move rook a to a2, and then after king to g8 because they can't do nothing else. What do we play now? And I know those last few moves is kind of confusing, right? Because actually, you should already see the purpose of maybe we want to put the queen on a1 to do the ultimate weapon in chess. But he actually plays something here that is a tiny bit different. And this is when the game goes a tad bit crazy. Triple stack burger. Is that what it's called? The triple stack burger? If that's what y'all want to call it. They did not do queen to a1. They didn't do queen to a1 at this moment. They actually played another move here. Oh, somebody got it. Luridian? You're correct. Brilliant move, knight to g4 was the move that was played here. Because after knight to g4, if bishop takes bishop on h5, knight takes on h5, queen takes on h5, we have a discovered attack with knight takes on f6, bishop takes on f6, queen takes on h5. So we would get their queen in those three moves. This sequence of moves, we would get their queen with a discovered attack. So after knight to g4, they move the king to f8 because they want to take our bishop without that final check on f6. What do we play next? What do we play next? The main reason why we did knight to g4 was to get this knight away from this square and into another crucial square. I saw you when you were playing Bullet in real life. Hey, you did? That's cool. You must have seen me at Super Nationals then. Hey, that is really dope. Knight to e3. Spot it. You're correct. We did knight to g4 to play knight to e3. After knight to e3, king moved back to g8 because, like I said before, they are in a zigzag position. This is why you should not have a cramped position or want it at all, because it's not always a draw. Sometimes you're just going to squeeze to the point where you're not going to be able to play any good moves anymore. So after king to g8, what was played next here? What do we got? What are we doing? We won the Super Nationals, unrated K through 12. Hey, let's go! I'm super glad. I'm super glad that you did. Dude, you got that same username, 91? You got that same username? But what's up? Oh, smart. You got it. Yeah, spotted. Got it. Man, spotted. I'm glad that you did. Bishop takes on f7 was the move that was played. Knight takes on f7. And then, what do we have next? And this game ends in 3 more moves. And I know what you're saying. It's like, bro, how does this game end in 3 more moves when everything is locked up? Well, it's time for white to finish off the job. How does white finish off the job in this position? I don't have any clue how I had this for all this time. I was next to you when you were playing Bullet against the Grandmaster. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, I should know you then because I beat that Grandmaster in real life. Okay, bad. Yeah, that was a fun night. Bishop b6, Queen a1, Bishop h6. None of those moves. So we took the bishop on f6, on f7 for a purpose. We took the bishop on f7 for a purpose, and for all the people that just now joining, we are trying to figure out the best moves for the white pieces. Why did we take the bishop on f7? Jan Clarkson. Hey, good job. Only one that found the move. Queen to h5. And now all black can say is, uh-oh, something went terribly wrong in this position because I thought this was a draw, but it's not after the queen is coming in. And there's so many juicy squares that the queen can go into. After this, they did this move knight to d8. They want to trade queens. What do we play now in this position? Because they want to trade queens. Do we trade queens? How do we follow up? R3, thank you for the follow. CJ, thank you for the follow. This game ends in 2 more moves. I don't understand. When you just say it's square, I don't understand what that means. Like, are you trying to move a piece? Knight g4. Knight g4 is interesting because of knight takes on h5. But white had a better idea, a better plan. 5, you're correct. Not knight to g4, but queen to g6 saying, hey, take me, because if you take me, let's say this happens in the position, all these lights, remember, we traded off their light square bishop, and now our knights can go into all these light squares and start taking all of the opponent's pieces and pawns. Like, just imagine a knight getting into f5, and then the other knight going to h5, threatening this bishop. Bishop has to move back, and then we're attacking the f6 pawn, the h6 pawn, threatening a push. So many different tactics with this move here. That's why black did not decide to take the queen on g6. They actually did something else here. They did king to f8, saying, hey, I could just do king to f8, king g8, and win this game. Pretty much what they're claiming. But after this next move, black decided to resign. After this next move, black decided to resign. What was this next move that made black resign? Donald, you're correct. Well, your notation isn't correct because K is for king, capital N is for knight. But you are correct. Remember, knights can move backwards. So this knight on C7 is defending the queen on E8. Alright, so that would just be an equal trade if we ever did queen takes on E8. Eli is correct. Smart is correct. Spotted is correct. So this last move tech is correct. After knight to H5, Black decided to resign. Because there is nothing stopping Black from losing this game. They're pretty much forced to take the queen on G6, or at least do queen F7 to defend the bishop on G7. And the squeeze is just going to keep on happening in this position until it is no more. And then plus, not only are we threatening checkmate, we're threatening this pawn on F6, we're threatening knight to G4. So even if they do queen to F7, knight to G4 is going to be a move to threaten this pawn on F6 even more. Just imagine this on the board. Imagine this happening over the board. And these knights are so awkward where they can't even defend the pawn one more time. Even the king can't defend the pawn because that king had to defend the bishop on G7. And so eventually it was about over. It was about that time to resign. And that's a real life game of a middle game. And in Zugzwang, all the pieces were pretty much at a point where they just couldn't move anymore. And that usually doesn't happen, especially not nowadays. So learn from these grandmasters and play games like this, especially in your own rapid games too, and learn from the best. And Karpov, Anatoly Karpov, was one of the best in the past. Now, thank you for being here for the lesson. I do appreciate it. My handle on Twitch is H1Chess if you want to watch this horizontally. And my my YouTube is Chess Knowledge with H1. I got like over 100K subscribers and verified, so we got that done. And I do a lot of content wherever you at. So on YouTube, TikTok, I got content on that platform. Shoot, you even see your boy still on Red Note, okay? Like, your boy got content everywhere. Anyway, thank you for being here. I'm gonna play viewers on Twitch now. My Twitch handle is H1Chess, H1CHESS. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing for the next about 30 minutes and go from there. I will see y'all later. I'll see you tomorrow for another lesson of the past. All right. There we go. Does H1 still have MySpace? Ooh, I don't think I have MySpace. Is MySpace still around? Shoot, I'll post some content on MySpace. Your boy is everywhere. Like, if I told y'all, your boy is even on, like, I think there's a social media platform called Lemonade. Like, your boy's everywhere.
424 followed your channel.
Your boys,
Navdeep Joy followed your channel.
Your boys places where just trying to find people. All right, anybody can get this chess knowledge. You have so many viewers right now. Yeah, this is a chess.com stream, and so they support the stream on their platform. They're probably showing it right now. It always switches off and on to other chess.com creators, and so yeah, I do appreciate that from them. I do appreciate that. Okay, let me show y'all my this is my username, H1Chess. Why is Danya Nerdiski trying to steal the spotlight? Just because you're facing Bortnik doesn't mean for you to steal my spotlight. Anyway, if anybody wants to challenge me in the game, this is my name, H1Chess on Twitch. And yeah. That's my correspondence rating, just for everybody to know. Thanks for the lesson, H1. That was a great lesson. Thank you, Eagles, for staying here. I appreciate it. I sent you a friend request. Can you accept it? Of course, I will accept all friend requests after the stream. I don't see any challenges. If I don't see any challenges, I'm just going to randomly get into the pool. Because I need to get back up there to 2,300. I'm challenging people randomly in the pool. All right, let's see what we can do. We gotta play a lot faster and precise. Can I challenge you in a rapid match? It depends on the type of games that I get, but if I don't get any challenges, I will face you in a rapid match. Gaina, what's up? How you doing? Okay, we got. Oh, you're the guy that I'm facing right now. Okay, all right. What's up? How you doing? Let's have a good game. Let's have a good game. I'm on chess.com. How do I send a challenge? You just look up my username and you should be able to send a challenge. Dang it. Should be able to send a challenge. I really want checkmate. Maybe we can run it back sometime. We're running it back today. What you mean? An only bullet. We're running it back today. What you mean? Do I? Okay. I want to put the knight to c5 right now. Actually, putting the knight to c5 isn't the best move. He thought that this was a game. Okay, so we got rook c1. Now we should do knight to c5. What the heck, bro? Oh my goodness. Open up the door one day, and then just a whole bunch of flies just wants to come swarming in my room. Oh my goodness. I hate this crap. Summer is my least favorite season. I'm just going to say that right now. Summer is my least favorite season. Okay. How do I do this? I guess we can attack like that. Oh, don't tell me moves, guys. Don't tell me moves. I will not. If I see a move in the chat, I will not do it, because that would be cheating. But I normally don't even be looking at chat anyway, so it's fine. I think I got. Okay, let's get the other rook into the game. I gotta play faster. I can't think about all of these moves. All right. They're trying to do e5, and I'm just making sure that they don't do that. Okay, we're down 1 minute, so we're going to play just a tiny bit faster. But our plan is very simple. Plan is very simple. What? They want this capture to happen? Do they have anything? What was that all about? Okay. Attack of that. Oh, well, that's a little bit inconvenient. Let's do that. Oh, I got 25 seconds left. They're just trying to beat me on time. Oh my goodness. Oh crap. Oh. Woo! Beat an NM on Memorial Day. W Integrity. What's up, Dave? Crazy clutch up, clean. Thank you, appreciate it. Gosh, Lee, good game. I really appreciate it. Test time. I should have lost on time, dude. God, how you doing, Mr. Chestnut? Hey, what's up, backroom love? Oh my gosh, bro, why is that your username? But what's up? How you doing? Gosh, too many clicks. Gets distracted by watching the stream. Oh, y'all don't like the little clicks? I don't know how to. I don't know how to fix that, to be honest. I can make the mic just a tad bit away from the mouse. So that is definitely that's the only thing I could do. Gnarly move. Yeah, I could have. It should have been cleaner. Like definitely at the end, I had a cleaner way to do it. But he played a really good game though. Like, even right here, just Queen H4 would have been the best way how to simplify everything. Queen H4 would have been the best way. Queen takes, Bishop takes. Just wasn't thinking. Just my excuse for getting distracted in the scramble. I like the clip. I'm glad that you like the clips, Nave. Oh, okay. So some of y'all like the clips, some of y'all don't. Okay, bad. But that was a good game by him. Let's face some viewers. I'm excited. I know some of y'all be way too tough. I need to work on my speed because, man, like, even this guy, like, why is he going so quick? Oh. I don't know why this guy was going so quick. I'm like, let's do D5 eventually. Gotta do D5 eventually. Oops, I thought I put on bullet. Oh no, you thought you put on bullet? We can, how about this? Resign and send me a bullet match. How about that? Resign and send me a bullet match. I don't mind playing bullet either. Like, I do need to work on my... I mean, I know I just won that game in 0.2 seconds, but I do need to work on my speed. Because I should have never got under 30 seconds like that. I just gotta just make my pieces better little by little. Hey, look at them maneuvering their pieces like a grandmaster. Oh crap, I'm blundering pieces too. Oh my. That's not good. That's not good. I'm blundering pieces. This is bad. This is not. Ah, they trying to. Ah, I had a free ruck. No, why am I missing all my moves? I'm missing all of my moves. Oh my goodness gracious! I missed a whole free ruck. Here we go. Look, see, y'all be intimidating me. The viewers themselves are the only people that be intimidating me like that. It's crazy how that works. Oh, that's a check. Oh, come on, bro. You had one job, H1. Mouse slip saved me. Mouse slip saved me. This was very disappointing. This game should not have happened. Oh, it's just... I don't be expecting y'all to just blunder pieces like that. That's the reason why I don't be catching y'all. Yeah, let's do that. I don't be expecting y'all to be like blundering pieces. What's up, Steven? How you doing? What's up? I'm just facing viewers. And since you almost won that last game, let me give you another chance. I know I gotta beat you convincingly for you to believe that I'm a strong player. I gotta. Ooh, no, I am not pre-moving. I don't pre-move. Like, I don't pre-move in the beginning, so you're not gonna catch me with. You're not gonna catch me with that. Yeah, good game. I don't be pre-moving like that, bro. The eval bar was doing flips that game. I bet it was. I bet it was. Sir Louis, I am sorry. Oh, that's smart, man. You played a really good game, man. I like the speed, the aggression. I appreciate it. Ah, man, here we go. I'm surprised you don't want to play me in a bullet match because you're 2200 in bullet. Okay, I gotta finally get my revenge. I definitely gotta keep the speed up on this guy because he knows how to get down. Nah, he's just gonna do he likes. Oh, okay. He kept the position going. That's not the best, but it's fine. I just want to do this. My plan is very simple. I know what I want to do. You know what you want to do. Like, let's get the cracking. We're attacking that. Okay. Maybe that. It's not. That was very ignorant of me. Yeah, that was very ignorant, but you know, that's chess. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I did that move. How do I want to do this? This is losing like so many different ways. Yeah, that's just losing. Oh no, it's just losing. No, bro, come on. Okay, wait a minute. Stop freaking out. Yeah, that's just losing. He got me. Dude, he's like my nemesis, bro. Why is your rating not up there? What's up? Why is your rating not up there to like 2,300? I swear you play way better than 2,100. Unless you just never play online. Like, what the heck? I feel like he got like the I really want checkmate. I feel like he got like the I really want checkmate effect, just like Magnus or something. I do not know. And then he liked these drawish positions. I gotta beat him in a drawish position. Wait a minute. Please, let's not do a mouse slope. Come on now. What is that? That was really aggressive. Okay. I don't know, like, do I trade queens? Because your king is in the middle too. Okay. He's trying to trap my queen. So I guess I gotta do something about that. All right. Let's do that. I guess I gotta do something about that. Okay. Let's try to... I don't know what they want to do on the king side. I feel like I got a hold on the king side, and then I can start attacking on the king, on their queen side. Let me see. Very precise player, though, I will say. I think I could just do queen h4. Interesting. Because what they want to do is this whole little sacrifice sequence. Just gonna put my king to the side. Just gonna put my king to the side, bro. I don't got time for all that. Either they're going to have to concede and move their queen back, or they're just going to have to go for it. Rook takes on g6. Because they're losing. And their king is in the center. Like, I know my king is kind of bad, but their king, I would argue, is worse. Because I got the whole B file, right? Just gonna push that. Attack that pawn. I, don't want to blunder this. Okay. There we go. Finally got a game in. Dang. Finally got a game in. Got to do one more. Okay, you love my D4 stuff. Clearly, you've been beating my D4 stuff all day. Yes, let's go. Let's get it. He's probably online too, just as much as me. So this is a terrible Alien Gambit. Let's go. Alien Gambit for the win. We gotta do this for Witty. Dang it. I forgot how to play like him though. Let me see. No idea how to play this. I'm cooked. Gotta do this for Witty Alien. We got to. Dang, you was on Witty Alien stream. You don't know how to defend this? Oh, come on, bro. He literally gives the sauce away. He gives the sauce away. All right, here we go. We got some patterns working for us. We got some patterns working for us. I know, straight up a ban. Come on, man. You got to put this on your channel. You got to put the Alien Gambit on your channel. Let me not get cooked though. Let me see. All right. Spam the brilliant emo. I know we gotta spam the brilliant emo. Well, I gotta win first, but we gotta. I think I played it incorrect, but you know we're gonna keep the tactics going. I'm gonna castle the king. I definitely need to book up on this variation of the, like, I need to ask Woody Alien what's going on here. Like, I need to ask him because I need to book up on this. This is a weird variation. But I don't think it's that easy for them to get out of this either. So let's just try to do our best. Okay, that's not good. That might not be good. Are we cooked, chat? Are we cooked? That might not be good. Okay, I gotta do something. Let me see. Ah, crap! I messed up his opening. No, Witty, I need your help. The help. Ah, crap! I messed up his opening. I messed up his opening really bad. I'm cooked. Wait a minute. We still got some tricks. Maybe we don't. Wait a minute. We kind of do. Okay. Are we cooked? Are we cooked or not? Let me know. Okay. We might be cooked. We're cooked. I don't know how to face this. All right. Dang it. How did he get out of this so easily? Might be cooked. I definitely missed a move, but it's too late to reminisce about that now. Come on, man. Ah, he got me. Good game. What did I miss? What? I couldn't do it. Yeah, he is fast, but I couldn't do it. I think I was getting a little bit too fancy. Let me see. Maybe I was getting a little bit too fancy. Yeah, this was winning. This was winning here. And this is why I don't play gambits. Queen B1? How was I ever finding Queen B1? But I guess that does kind of make sense after the move that he played. But there's no way I'm finding Queen B1 here. Goshly. Good games. Good games. I could do one more. Insane. He is really... Yeah. This guy cooked me earlier, so I think so. What's up, Label? I knew this from playing him earlier. Yeah, he's really fast and really precise. So, nah, he's a good player. I respect it. I respect it. But one day it's gonna be an adoption time for you. But you definitely do know my openings more than me. Like, honestly, I don't know what's been going on. He got that madness effect on me. I respect it. But your time will come. Who? Okay, one last game. Got prehistoric. Oh my goodness. Why don't I have an F-pawn? And why don't I have a knight? I came in with aura. Dude, he's already threatening to check my king. This isn't fair. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Yeah, he's faced me in a custom match since, you know, which I do, like, if you are lower rated and you want to challenge me, I don't mind you challenging me in a custom match. Because to be honest, it's not going to benefit you facing me with all my pieces if you're under 1,000. I got robbed. You know what? I most likely did. Yep, I got robbed. Got a queenside of castle though still. At least I got both of my rooks. I don't mind not having the F pawn and what else did I lose? I lost a knight. I got to have my king on a custom match. Like, that's something I have to have. I cannot do without that. Just gonna keep everything closed again. Just try to win on time. I wonder, is he gonna play aggressive this time? Okay, it seems like he is. Okay, let's try to make our own little threats. Let's try to attack them on the queen side. Let me see. Well, king side, but let's try to attack them over there. Yeah, this is This is facing viewers, guys. This is what facing viewers is called. Yeah, that was actually really bad. That was really bad. My pieces are crap. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? Okay, well, we're just going to play fast and hope for the best. And we got some tactics. Now we don't. What do we got? What do we got here? Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, we don't got anything. They're playing really good. They're playing really good. The only thing we got on them is time. Okay. Got a good bishop now. Keep that pawn right there. Let's take. Okay. Get the pressure along these two files, and we might have some counterplay finally. We might have some counterplay. Don't fumble. How are we gonna do this? Interesting. I did have this pawn too. I want to put that bishop on a better square. Honestly, I could have did bishop there. No! They was playing so good. It's not fair. It's not fair, bro. That one rook. That was a very important piece. All is fair when beating dictators. At least you have your rook this time. That is true, but now I have a lot. Now I have a lot more. H on when the cookout happening. We need to be invited. Dang, I did promise y'all a cookout, huh? Yeah, there we go. Good game. Yeah, like, you only did one massive mistake. Honestly, so one thing you gotta do is keep up on the clock with me. And then the second thing you gotta do is make sure you convert a position like this. Like, this is horrible for me. Yeah, you gotta develop all your pieces.
Hold underscore my underscore gas followed your channel.
Well, thank you for the follow, but you gotta develop all your pieces before you start pushing up pawns again, man. Like, I only don't have a knight and pawn. Yeah, then things just got a little bit wacky. Ugh. Sad, but it happens. Sad, but it happens. I got demolished. You didn't actually get demolished. I was getting beat. Yeah, you was winning. Prehistoric
followed your channel.
You was winning. I love your tutorial videos. Thank you, appreciate it. All right, well, that's pretty much it of the stream that I have for today. Be here tomorrow, 10 o'clock Central Time, and then we can get to some more chess knowledge, chess wisdom, and chess understanding. We can get to more of that. Other than that, thank you for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. And until next time. All right. Until next time. Especially on YouTube. We're going to raid somebody on Twitch.